Hello, and welcome. I'm Andrew here with Cup, and today is very exciting. We are reviewing the French press. Now, this is a very classic way of brewing. It makes delicious coffee, and as you might have guessed from the name, it is very French.
Andrew!
Oh, hey, Scotty, what's up?
That is incorrect information. You cannot mislead these people to think that this is a French contraption.
No, the French press, though.
It is not French. It's just like a clever name, just like French fries. I mean, are they French?
Wait.
Maybe they are, I don't know.
The French press isn't actually from France?
No, it's actually invented by an Italian.
French-Italian.
No, just Italian.
Yes, it is true. The French press, fabled lore, is not actually French. It is Italian. Scotty, who is this Italian fellow?
His name was Paolini Ugo?
Ugo.
Yeah, I don't know. Ugo.
This dude, back in 1929, filed for the patent first with some other Italian designers, and they actually have the rights to it, much to the chagrin of the French. So Scotty, what happened? Why do we call this the French press?
So I think it was adopted quickly in French bistros and coffee shops, and so people just kind of associate it with the French.
What was it called in France? It was the...
so I don't know how to...
Cafetiere?
Yeah, it's like the coffee plunger.
Which sounded delicious, more delicious than the French press. I don't know why we don't use that.
Yeah, so
would you like your coffee plunger?
You would probably want to keep it by your toilet if we still called it the plunger.
Anyway, so not French, Italian. Italians obviously famous for their espresso, and not as much for their press pots. So here it is. Now, Scotty, is this very complicated to brew?
No, super simple.
Should we go try and brew?
Let's do it.
Let's brew.
All you have to do is grind some beans, heat up some water, pour that water over the beans, wait a few minutes, plunge that coffee, and enjoy.
So as you can see, the French press is super easy to brew. It gives a full cup. It leaves this really nice feel in your mouth, and it's probably the main reason why we keep recommending the French press over and over.
Scotty, I don't actually like the French press.
What? Why not?
Well, to start,
Because the beans sit down at the bottom of the press, the coffee will keep brewing and become more bitter and over-extracted over time. With this, there's still more grounds at the bottom, or sludge at the bottom of your cup, which is just kind of gross in general. And possibly the worst thing is how much of a pain this thing is to actually clean, especially if you don't have a garbage disposal like we don't here at work. Don't judge us, it's just the way it is. And also,
it gives you cholesterol.
And it gives you cholesterol. These are all the reasons why I don't actually like the French press. And not only the reasons we talked about, like the mess, the way it keeps brewing, but look at this filter. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's huge. There's 3 pieces to it. What if I lose one? What if I scratch myself on this? How do I get it back together? I don't like the French press.
What about the coffee plunger?
I love the coffee plunger. So you can see these are a lot of reasons that I think we have a problem with the French press. I mean, you can say though that a lot of these reasons are this specific brewer, and you would be right, but this is a Bodum brewer, and this is one of the #1 sold French presses on the market. I mean,
easy for you to say.
Yes, right. We've called it so many things, but this is the quintessential French press. This design is what it is, but I mean, it's not a great design. It's glass. I've broken more of these than I have currently, and I don't want to recommend this to people, honestly. For me, I would say I don't like it, but you probably already have one. I have 3 of these in my house. You started with this.
Yeah, actually, I did start with this just because there is no filter that you have to replace. It's pretty self-contained, but yeah, I mean, it is super difficult to clean, and I have mail.
Now, if you are going to get one, if you have to, you should do it responsibly. And there are some good options out there for alternatives to just the base press if you aren't gifted one. There's the American press, because America thought, you know, America, it's not complicated enough, this naming convention we have going, so let's just throw us into it. So if you look for the American press, you'll find that, and it's actually a double filtration system, but it's pretty clever. They have the coarser filter on the bottom and then a finer filter on top, getting rid of a lot of that sludge within it. Another thing you should definitely do whenever you brew the French press is just decant it right after it's done brewing. That'll take away a lot of the extra brewing that happens. There'll still be some sediments in there, but it's a lot easier to just throw it in another container and then reheat it even on the stove if you need to. There are French presses too that don't have this nasty 3-piece system, that are just one with a nice little seal on the edge. That will also help cleaning the process. But
I have a real problem with that filter.
I can't stand it, Bodum. Why? Scotty, what coffees should you brew with this?
Anything that has a richer kind of full body, like your South Americans, Centrals.
It is nice for that. I will say the brewer should accentuate the coffee in a lot of ways, and sometimes that's more diverse with some higher filtration systems. But with this, if you have a really earthy coffee, the sediment, the sludge, could actually be a nice addition to the mouthfeel, if you will.
It actually kind of reminds me a lot of a percolator, in a
Yeah,
sense. Just the feel.
I would definitely also not recommend people.
No, not really.
So I guess that's the question. Would we recommend people get this system?
I mean, in all honesty, probably not. Not.
If you do, I mean, don't not get it.
You could not.
You probably
Definitely.
have one because it's been gifted, but don't, if you're gonna buy it yourself, don't.
Yeah.
Not.
Wait to get it as a gift and then give it to someone else.
Yeah, I have 3. I haven't bought any of them.
I look forward to my
coming
next
over.
birthday.
Yeah, and Christmas and Lincoln's birthday. So I guess that's about it. If you want to know how to brew the French press, we have a guide on our site and on our YouTube page, so definitely check that out. Let us know what other brew methods we should review and give you our stumbling opinions on. Like and subscribe, and that's it.
Ring that bell.
Ring, ring.